Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I am doing good. We are here today back at the new floaty base. The theme of this season is floating bases because, hey, does your base float? Mine does. And I am here. I have more supplies. I went and did a run to get some lithium and got a bunch of copper. And I am here. And while I really don't think I need it, we're going to add a new mod today. I am adding in the turbine mod, the wind turbines. I didn't do this last time because I already had the FCS AI marine turbines. I already got one turbine producing power. Do I really need another? But this time I'm not using those. So I'm using the wind turbines because I think it'll add a nice look to this. And I need some parts. Turbine base, 3 blades, and a turbine generator. Now, the mod page does say this is a nice but expensive upgrade to solar panels. So unlike the mods from Field Creator Studios, we don't need an extra separate fabricator for this. So there's no additional mod just to make this. It actually goes under the electronics of your normal fabricator. Of course, I'm using the all-in-one fabricator, so I have a nice set of everything in this one spot. But we have a base, which is showing I'm low on titanium. That's only because all the rest of the titanium is in the form of metal salvage. Wiring kit, which I might have to go get some lubricant. And more titanium there. And I need 3 blades. So that's 9 titanium. That's 13 titanium total, plus the wiring kit, lubricant, and power cell. So yeah, kind of expensive. So I'm going to be interested to see how much power it actually generates here. So I've got, right now, just the 4 solar panels on this base. That's it. That's all I've got. And let's go and see what my power level is. It should be... Yep, 300. That's it. 300 total capacity. I'm at 300 because I'm not really using any right now. You know, I feel like I'm going to keep this where it's not like this. I might do some kind of growing setup. This, you know, these are not going to be the most attractive things to have in terms of looks. So we'll just go with right here. And okay, wind turbine. Running. I like how it's got lights on it. It's nice. Wonder if it matters which direction it's facing. Does it get that way? It kind of looks like it can rotate on the top. I'm gonna take it back out. Rotate around. Of course, it's so tall I can't see how it rotates. And worse with the snapping. That's good to know. We'll do it this way. Is that the same direction I had it before? You know what? Let's try this. Okay. Use the panel. We'll turn it that way. Yeah. Okay. So whatever direction the panel is facing, the turbine blades are going to be on the other side of that. So if you're wanting the blades to face that way, you need the panel facing that way. And power is shooting up. Also, okay, I'll scan myself later. You can wait. See, 300 power from the solar panels. I'm now at 1,050 from everything else. So that's 750 power from one of these. And, I mean, I'm generating a lot of power right now. It's going up very quickly, which is very nice. You also see I'm getting a pretty good speed on it. I'm not sure what the top speed is. So we'll have to place them in a few different places and see. But it is based around elevation. I know that is mentioned in the mod page. So the higher up you build, the faster it's going to go, the more power you're going to get, which makes sense. The higher up, the less you've got blocking the wind. It also would make sense, and I'm hoping that's the case of where I'm at. There's no land mass around me. There's no, the islands over there, the mountains over there. I'm in the middle of water. So I would think that I would be getting a pretty good breeze off of the ocean with nothing around to really block it. And since it's facing that way, I wonder if I put it facing towards this, if it would slow it down. It almost looks like they're intersecting. I feel like that could be a hazard, right? Oh, yeah. Look, they're going right through each other. It's a good thing that doesn't cause them to break each other. So I'm getting matching speed, regardless of distance. That's kind of in the way, at least a little bit. So you think if blocking airflow was a problem, that would be a case. It would be causing something to happen there. It's like the other turbines. You've got these moving parts grinding away. So you got to repair stuff. It's like the FCS marine turbines. There's going to be repairs that you have to do. Oh, look at that. Efficiency. Okay, I'm hoping that it just, for some reason, decided to be extra damaged when I built it. That's an interesting thing, that it's already down to in the 30% once you build it. Okay, now I've got to build a hatch to get out of here. And you hear the turbine noise, right? I mean, standing here, if you're quiet, you can hear that little turbine noise, the blades spinning. So that's a nice touch. So, okay, I just repaired them. That's already back down. Why is this not down? And wow, the efficiency is bouncing a lot. I wonder if that has to do with any kind of the health level of it. Okay, my fault. It's not as expensive on the titanium as I thought, because you're actually getting 3 turbine blades from each set. So it's really 1 titanium, meaning 3 titanium for each set of blades. So you only need to make 1 of each of these. So I made 3. I've got enough to make another turbine now. That's fine. I can do that. I'll save those for another build. So I'm going to let those go. I want to see how quickly their health deteriorates from just sitting there spinning. I also need to let my supplies build up some more on my deep driller there. And I need to unlock some stuff from the island. So I'm just going to head to the island real quick. Quick detour. Found some lithium. I need lithium. So I'm on the island, and I know that you know that we know that they know how to get around the island and get stuff. We know what to do to go to 3 different places and get the stuff from the Ghazi crew that did not fare so well. So that's not important right now for you. What's important is, does this place up here and work? Because it does say for it to power on the mod page that you have to build it on part of the base. So you can see I'm actually able to place it down. So it looks like it at least will place on the ground. Yeah, okay, it'll place on the ground. Probably shouldn't do too much of filling up my supplies, but okay, it'll place on the ground. Ooh, I could, if I do it just right, you can see the other base, the floating base, and the turbines. You can even see the turbines spinning in the distance. That's awesome. I wish it would do it normally like that instead, like that fogging thing, but okay. So I'm not that far away. If I really, really want to try it and find the right spots for it, I might can make a link from here to there, but there's probably some safe shallows a little bit closer that I could build in and do the same thing to test with that. So I'm going to grab some unlocks from here and head back after that, do some more testing. So I'm just a short distance away, not very far at all. I mean, Seamoth 200 meters away, and I've got room. I'm thinking this should work well enough. I mean, it's not going to be the prettiest placement, but it does keep it well enough out of the water that I'm assuming it's going to at least turn. Yep, it turns. Okay, so this one came in at 50% life. It seems a little odd that would come in at less than optimal. And wow, it's already used up another percent. That's odd. Okay. So now I want to make sure this works or not. Because, okay. So that pretty much confirms it. You can build on regular terrain, but if you want to get power from it, it's like it says in the mod description on the mod page, doesn't tie in power otherwise. Doesn't tie in with the power transmitters. So if you want to make use of these, you need to put them on a piece of your base. So now let's see how much did they take damage. No damage. No damage. I've been gone, you know, not super long, but they didn't take any damage. They didn't wear out any at all. It's odd. All right, what if I do, let's see, if I can't even see where the thing, okay, there it is. I want it facing this way and make sure I'm not stuck in the corner. This is totally going to overlap, I'm sure. Yeah, like that. Oh, that's chopping through it. They're cutting it to pieces. If I build it right here, can I make it line up? It's a little too wide for the actual connectors. It's going to hang off. I don't like that aspect as far as the visual. I really don't like the idea of putting it on a multi-purpose room, but it's possible. Also does not line up on the multi-purpose room. You can see it's kind of offset a little bit. So I have to fine-tune it to get it just right. I think that's... Nope, still off. Just throw another hatch in here. And I'll put it on the other side. That way, if I really, really want to, I'll have room for 2 more here, or 1 more here after this. So, it's like, the height is like the big thing because you can't see, if you're too close, which way it's going to face. All right, 50% right off the bat. Already down. It's not draining as fast as the last time. It looks like it's slightly slower. And it's still drained as I was doing that. That's interesting. There's something weird going on with this. Either it's not recognizing with these that I'm holding the repair thing, or it's not actually repairing. Let's see. Yeah, it's not needing repair. My power percentage is not going down the repair tool. So I'm just holding it, but it's not doing anything. So these are no longer taking any kind of wear and tear for some reason, but that one continued to take wear on, I guess, the blades and everything, whatever it is. See, I'm having to repair. There goes my percentage. You see, I'm still... All right, if I take it away without letting off the button, I'm not losing any percentage. But if I put it back... Oh, okay. See, now the percentage went away and my power is not draining. So there's something... I feel like it's bugged. There's something that's not making it work quite right. That's way too fast to drain under normal circumstances. And the fact that I just have to repair it until it hits a certain point and then it goes to 100% all the time, something's not working right. It's either... It could be an interference from another mod, but, you know, that's interesting that right off the bat it's doing that. Yep, so still perfectly fine. No wear and tear on them. No damage that needs to be repaired from them functioning. So what if it's not a bug? What if it's just the fact that I'm not really draining any power on the base itself? I have no production. I have no battery charging or Seamoth docked. I have nothing actually draining consistent power. So because I have nothing draining consistent power, maybe it's not causing any wear and tear on them, which would not make sense why it was causing wear and tear suddenly earlier. But, you know, hey, I'm just going to give that as a possibility. Noticing it seems to be placing my my stuff down a little bit differently now. Like, okay, that's not lining up where I'm trying to place it. I'm looking over here and it's over there. It's not how it's supposed to work. All right, so those will be lit up. That might make them look a little nicer at night. And let's see, how am I doing? So power is dipping down by 1 point, coming back up because of the value of their production. Let's see now if it is actually going to change. Also, I need to get some power drain going just to see how much the efficiency fluctuates on these in terms of the actual output. And you see just how it's changing so widely on the efficiency percentage. So I wasn't going to use this mod this season because of the kind of the theme of floating bases, but this is a perfect opportunity for the improved power network mod in that it will affect the power transmitter between this and the base. And I'm hoping it's going to link to both of them. If it links at all. Yeah, okay, see, we've got that. Max connection is true. Yeah, okay. Why is it not linking to that? It should at least link to this. I mean, I've used it and it's linked to that. 15 items per day. It's not like that's a huge difference. Wow. Okay, that is a big difference in terms of power usage. 0.7 per second, or for 3 items more, 2.9 per second. So 3 items added like 0.7 power each to the power drain on this. That seems a little off. What happens if I just go up by 1? 2.74. What? Okay. 2.74 for 13 items. 0.7 for 12. Let's set it to 1 per day. Okay, so 1 item daily is 1.78 power per second. But if I turn that off for 12 items daily, it's 0.7 power. So something's weird with the programming aspect because you're changing it in some way with the programming. It takes way more power consumption. That's off. Should be based on the number of items, not on the fact you're changing the programming. Something's not quite right there. I don't know if it's the mod or if it's something else causing a problem with it, but something's not quite calculating correctly there, I'm going to say. Okay, finally, gold. Come on. Oh, bam, there it goes. All right, so I had to put 2 in for it to connect. And that means this should be like just loading up with power because it's drawing from the base, which, I mean, I'm already getting solar power anyway. It was going up with solar. You know, I'm gonna let's go see what the base is doing. It should be draining from the base. Oh yeah, look, my power is starting to go down a little bit. Granted, it's getting later in the day. It could be part of the power from the solar going away. It's not producing that little bit extra, but even 12 items is like just draining enough power now to have an effect. Oh, wow, that might be, something may have bugged when I built these before, and just because I left the game and came back with the power transmitter network mod installed, that suddenly, look at that, they were both 50%. So it's got to be that it tied it, look, exactly 50%. So either they're draining at the exact same pace since I load the game again, or something bugged and they were just all set to show 50%. It's nighttime, solar power's out, and yet the battery is still going up in this, so we are getting still power from the base as part of the improved power network mod, and getting some gold and silver, which is what I've got it set to right now. Let's see how my power's holding up, knowing that there's no solar going into this right now. 2475, so it's balancing out now. So that drain earlier was solar panels losing their output, end of the day. But the, you know, three wind turbines is still balancing out well enough to manage to keep that going and keep charging it. So that's good to know. I'm thinking probably could get away with maybe 2 of them. So while I have the improved power network mod installed so I can test the limits of the wind turbine, we might as well push the deep driller a bit more. So that's 50 items per day, 5.7 power per second. Is that draining? Because if that's draining, I'm not producing enough power from the base still to keep pushing more in. Nope, it's going up. Okay. That's not going up fast, but it's going up. So how bad is it here on the base? You see that big dip drops down to 2469 and then charges right back up. So it's that fluctuation based on what would be expected wind speed fluctuation in terms of the efficiency. And do not need to repair that one. Do not need to repair this one. But this one is back down. So they're like randomly seeming to lock in the value for 100%, or they're just not showing that they're wearing out. I feel like it's gotta be a blend, because that's wearing out very quickly when it shows. I mean, that's like only a few minutes and you're here repairing it because it broke. There's gotta be something weird that's going on. I'm not using the FCS marine turbines this time, but they did not drain that quickly in terms of the damage to them as they were being used. So 50 items per day, it is still slowly building up the battery charge in here. So I think maybe 55, 60 range might be the right balancing point for having 3 of these turbines. But of course, that's the only thing I'm powering right now with the turbines as far as the base. That and a couple of lights. So it's not like I've got a lot else going on. But as I add more stuff, obviously that is going to become more of a problem. This is still not taking any wear on it, despite it's going. This is not taking anywhere. And this one's almost dead. And well, I'm just going to let this one go, see if it actually fails or if it goes to 0 and sits there. All right, so I'm at 5% and it has stopped. So if they were taking wear damage at the same rate across the board, because I repaired them all up to a certain point, then it would seem that they should all stop at the same time. And those two are still going. But this one has stopped. That one's still not taking any wear on it. I'm wondering if it's like attributing all the wear to one and not the others. Nope, that's showing no wear on either of those. Just that one taking damage. So I'm back. I saved the game. I quit the game completely. Opened the game back up, loaded my save, and haven't done a single thing yet. That's spinning again. And it's at 46% life, not the 5% it was at. That's back to 50% and not changing. So it's not actually changing the value at all there. And let's look at this one. It's not changing. It's 50%. So one of them is taking damage, but the other two are not. And every time I load the game, they're reset back to 50%. So either a bug with the mod itself or a conflict with another mod, though I'm not sure what the other mod conflict to be other than the platform itself. I feel like that's the only thing it could be because they're attached to the platform. But at the same time, it shouldn't make a difference if it's attached to another part of the base too, because the platform's acting like part of the base. So that's odd. Once again, another fresh load. Let's start with this one. 50% like I left it. Was not changing apparently. Back here. This one's reset back to 50% and has drained a point away. There goes a second point. Okay, so it's draining, but these two are not draining still. So every time I save, close the game out, load back in, all 3 of them are back to 50% health. One of them's draining health, the other 2 are not. And if I let it drain till it stops, save, quit, open the game again, it's back to 50% again. So there's something weird going on with these. And I look, there's no cache file. There's nothing like that in the mod folder. It's just the DLL file and the JSON file. That's pretty much it, along with some of the assets for like the images. There's not a huge amount of stuff going on in it. So I don't know where to, say that the error is coming from, but something's not playing right with it. I can tell you that. So yeah, that's the wind turbine mod. One I did not use last time just because I already had the marine turbines going. Why have 2 different ones I have to worry about repairing? I'm not a fan of the repairing stuff. I understand in this case, yeah, it makes sense. It's wearing down because it's got some kind of thing grinding on something else. So yeah, it makes sense. But I'm not a fan of having to worry about repairing stuff on a regular basis just to keep it working. In this case, the fact that 2 out of 3 are not requiring repairs, that every time I load the game, they're all at 50% and only one of them is draining below that amount to the point where it breaks. you know what? I can live with that. I'll let one break every time, and the other two will just keep working without me having to repair them for right now. Hopefully, that's going to be fixed. I'm going to be keeping an eye out on my other mods, see if anything changes as I add more mods in the future. And if you've had a similar issue with the wind turbine mod yourself, make sure to leave it in a comment below. But that's going to be it for this episode. So if you enjoyed it, hit that like button. And of course, subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I hope you have a good one.